Hand over to you two most beautiful women.
Thank you, Sharon. This is Celine, everybody. How about you give her a great big round of applause? I got to share with Celine last weekend, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah, we did.
It was good, yeah. So Celine, do you want to just give us a little brief picture of who you are and, I think you're married.
Yes, I am. So I'm Celine, as you heard. I'm married to the gorgeous Mick, who's at soccer this morning, so he's not here. And we are blessed with 3 beautiful children, Cara, Shane and Daniel.
And you're not originally from here, are you?
What makes you say that?
I don't know. It might be the potatoes.
Yeah, must be. Born and bred in Dublin, Ireland. Good Irish lass. Born on St Patrick's Day, so I really am Irish. And went to travel the world when we were with my then boyfriend, now husband, when we were about 22 and we forgot to go home.
So you grew up as a Catholic in Ireland?
Yeah, good Irish Catholic.
So what, that part of your journey, you've is that something that's been part of your journey, or have you were born Catholic and that's it?
No, for probably 43 years of my 45 years on this earth. Being Catholic was, very much who I was. I was very grateful I still am, have grown up in a house where, God was present but never actually really talked about. We went to Mass every Sunday, but that was probably it.
Yeah.
And a few years ago, I just really felt that there was more.
So part of your life now is that you're a personal coach,
Yep.
a life coach, and part of your teaching is that you talk about responsibility.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you started coming to New Directions, you've only been here for
About 6 months.
about 6 months. You that was one of the things you were challenged about responsibility and how that fitted in with God and your religion or your spiritual journey. Can you just tell us a little bit about
how that was?
Yeah.
For me, I started searching around. I went and visited a lot of different churches, and I was probably very much looking outside of myself for the motivation, the inspiration, etc. So I was looking at that, it was the priest's job or the pastor's job, to really inspire me and get me going. And I do teach the responsibility game and blame, shame and justify. And one day it kind of hit me between the eyes that I wasn't taking responsibility for my faith. I was invited along here about last August, and by a friend of mine, he said he was Sam, he was speaking, and then he texted me that morning and said, oh no, it's next week I'm speaking, but still come this morning. I thought, oh, what are you up to? And I just felt instantly welcomed and felt like I'd come home. So I came back the following week, and I got a very clear message that I needed to either step up or step out. So I couldn't just be a Catholic or a Christian in name, I needed to actually really step up.
So your journey since then, you've taken your own advice, you've taken responsibility, you're doing the responsibility game well, and you're playing above the line. So how's that changed your life? What's been the impact on your life?
I've played below the line beautifully too, might I add. Make excuses as to why I, wouldn't read my Bible each day or pray or learn more than that, because I was so busy and I travelled so much. So I played below the line beautifully, but I suppose God put on my heart that really it's about, if I don't take responsibility, no one else is.
So it's not Tim and Sharon's job?
No, it's not. You're off the hook, guys. Yeah, and that's what I was looking for. I always was looking that it was somebody else's job to do it. And I realised it's not. It's fantastic to listen to people and to be able to go to them and many others that I've met here, to question, say, look, I have no clue what this means, explain it to me or whatever. But it's my responsibility to learn.
So I can imagine some of that was a little bit scary. How did you go, did you just make a choice? Okay, this week it doesn't feel comfortable, it doesn't feel safe. What did you do? Did you just keep deciding moment by moment?
Yeah, I believe that in a lot of things that we do, it's an everyday choice. Staying married is an everyday choice, meditating on the Word is an everyday choice. So, that's what it is that I look at. Kylie was speaking one Sunday, and she talked about when you make a decision, you stand in that line, but you make the decision, but you actually have to move. It's not just about making the decision. So I made a conscious choice that was something that I had to do, and no one else could do it for me. So it's, there are days where I drop below the line, but it's then saying, okay, well, how can I take responsibility for that?
So has there been some pain in some of those decisions?
Yeah, there has, yeah. Because you give up other things to be able to make that choice instead. So there has been along the way, and I think that there's probably going to be some relationships that change around that, and that's okay, because sometimes you have to have loss to be able to have massive gain on the other side.
So is there greater reward playing above the line in responsibility or below the line?
Definitely above the line.
Above the line?
Yeah, definitely. It's empowering, and and it's all really quite funny really when I look at it, because I call myself an empowerment coach, but when it came to my Christianity, I was just so playing below the line and not empowering myself, and so God really got me right between the eyes when he got me on that one, so I've no excuses left now, but it's very empowering when you play above the line.
Fantastic. Let's give Celine a great big round of applause. Thank you so much.